Hello, my Cancer family. Welcome to 2018. Here we are. We made it to this new energetic landscape, and I do think it is a new energetic landscape. I don't want to give too much credit to Saturn, but whenever he moves, he does set the tone differently for all of us for a few years, and we all kind of have a different change of pace, with you guys having that seventh house Saturn placement, especially if you're a Cancer rising. That's about how you're relating to self and other, those one-on-one relationships. And I think you'll be finding you're refining what that looks like, what that feels like. For those of you in relationships, really taking the time to slow down and comb through the details of what's working for you in those relationships. For those of you looking for relationships, combing through what's working for you and what does not serve you. Those things will be getting combed through. And honestly, I have a fondness for Saturn. He was just in my first house, so I've been hanging with him for a while, and he's finally gone on to Capricorn. But let's talk about the moon really quickly, and then I want to get into a very intuitive reading with you all, because this January has a really intuitive kind of watery feel to it, despite the fact that we're in Capricorn season and then Aquarius season. I'm telling you guys are about in the middle of the pack, so I'm noticing this interesting trend with the energy that it's a little bit trippy and strange. So we'll see what's coming up for Cancer. So we're going to be very intuitive, but quickly, while I'm shuffling here, I'm going to talk about the moon. We have your full moon, the Cancer full moon, on the very first of the year. So really beautiful energy. I think you're going to feel energized by that, lit up by that, hopeful. It's a very hopeful energy for you guys. So that'll be really nice, I think, to just bring in the new year with some fresh Cancer energy and right away, And then we have the Capricorn new moon on the 16th, which is in your opposite sign, your seventh house. So there's where you're planting seeds of intention when it comes to your relationships, your one-on-one relationships, and what that's bringing for you. So really good chance to begin what I was talking about with Saturn's influence, just combing through what's really working for you. And that can really be just about the details, when you need maybe a little bit of your own personal time, or when you need maybe more attention, or any kind of relationship thing that feels toxic to you. For those of you who have kind of survived some alone time or some downtime, it's a good tool for that. And finally, we have the Leo full moon on the 31st, which is also this big eclipse. And that's going to be in your second house of your money and your possessions. And that's going to be a time where you might be getting a feeling like you need to revamp your budget, revamp your house, kind of just shore up what's surrounding you, And since you guys have that home and family vibe, wow, 3 cards came out at the end all together. Since you guys have that home and family vibe with your fourth house energy and that moon energy, that's going to be really helpful for you. So this month is going to be a very practical month with the moon cycle the way that it's going. It's going to be really helping you to build a supportive environment for you moving forward for the rest of the year. So with all of that being said, the note that I funnily enough have is one sentence, and it says, "Who are you letting in?" Now that's really interesting, Cancer. I know that that's often a battle for the feelers in the world. Who are we letting in? How are we connecting with the people around us? Where are we giving away our power? Where are we giving too much? Where are we setting healthy boundaries? And it's interesting, you guys, because I actually see you having a lot of attention and energy coming your way this month when I'm looking at these cards. So let's look at the first 3 of the month, because, they're fun. It's fun. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. So we have some powerful energy here. For me, this is the personalities around you, right? Starting off this month, there seems to be a lot of attention going your way. A lot of attention going your way. These two right here, Knight of Cups and Knight of Wands, like very different energies. One is very much about the romance, the ideal, the high ideal of romance. And one is very much about the intensity of passion and movement and trying things and whipping around and being a little bit wild. Both, I have to admit, are a little bit careless in the way they utilize their skills. So keep in mind that this is youthful energy. So, and I mean youthful in the sense of how one acts, how one builds or opens something up. There's an energy here of kind of devil may care is the energy I'm getting, but it's anchored by the Six of Cups. Now the Six of Cups has been showing up a lot in January, and here's where that funny, trippy, deja vu, multiple lifetimes, multiple timeline energy has been showing up very, very strongly in January. Everybody is going to be feeling the pull of this. I think partially that's because we have that Leo eclipse coming at the end of the month, and it's taking us back to where we were back in August with the solar Leo eclipse, and it's reverberating some lessons in a different way, in a different perspective. But however, with you guys, you know, what I'm seeing here is these two energies are triggering some nostalgia, some old lessons, some old viewpoints. Now, for some of you, this is romance, and there are a couple people here kind of vying out for your attention. And here's where I'm saying, you know, be aware of who works better for you and who makes you feel that you are full after you spend time with them, that you are loved and cared for, and who makes you feel starved and tired and hungry and wondering what your value is. Because for some of you, I do think you're going to get triggered by that. Now, for other of you who aren't single or who, you know, that's not really what's on the plate, what I'm seeing here is strong personalities. So this could be with family or coworkers. You have strong personalities with their ideas of what should be going on, and that could be triggering you with your boundaries. When I see Six of Cups, I love this energy. It's very romantic. It's very nostalgic. It's very deep. It's that soulmate energy of somebody you feel you've known for a long time. So these can be people who've been in your life for a long time, or you feel they have, or they're important to you. But the thing with this energy is that you can't repeat the same cycle over and over again. And sometimes when I see Six of Cups, it's that desire to do something the way you've done it before, because it's talking about the past. And what I'm seeing here is you have to choose to play a bit of a different role with this, to be a little bit more straight up with your boundaries, and to make sure that you are being clear about those. Communication is very important for you this month, and I'm seeing it there with these two high power energies, because they could sweep in and really distract you and get you all riled up. And if you don't have your center point, that could really utilize a lot of your energy, Cancer. So just keep that in mind, because you have a path that you're headed on, and this is your individual path. So while you do have people coming in to meet you, what the cards are telling me is you've got to keep your eye on your prize. You have to keep your eye on your center point. That's how you're going to get the person you want coming in. That's how you're going to keep the people. Like I said, who are you letting in? There's something with you needing to make sure that you aren't letting in riffraff, that you aren't spending energy at any rate on people who are stressing you out or misunderstanding you or not getting you or aren't supporting you. You've got to just give those people a little bit of breathing room, because you're going to be tempted to get in there and try and fix and get in there and get all, and the thing is, the next three cards are telling me a different story than that. They're saying, yes, that's there. Yes, you're going to be having some reminders of some deep, deep connections. And I do see deep connections here. And it may be that one of these people comes out very close to you. But there's a process first. So let's look at the next three cards. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Page of Cups. So right off the bat, what was I saying about playing a role or appeasing other people? So the Page of Cups kind of comes in, or the Two of Pentacles, I'm sorry, comes in, and this is energy of where you feel you have to play a role in order to appease everybody else. So you're kind of juggling stuff around, and you're not quite sure where to put your feet. This is exhausting energy. If you keep this up for too long, your battery is going to be dead. So what I'm seeing here with this is that it's going to be tempting to, like I said, get caught up in all of this over here. You're going to want to play these roles. You're going to want to give to these people, to these energies. You're going to want to give. They're coming in with all sorts of ideas about what they want, and you're going to be like, okay, how can I do it all? This is a losing game, because for you, because, you know, you're not meant to juggle everything for everybody. I mean, when you look at this picture, this guy is juggling, but the sea behind him is still huge waves. He has no control over those waves. All he can do is take care of himself, and that's what this is telling you to do. And it's telling you that because we have the Fool here. Does the Fool juggle for anybody? No, he doesn't. Cancer, you guys are a cardinal energy. You are go-getters. You are strong. You are very consistent. I love you guys so much. I love your power. You know, I feel like you guys are really, really strong powerhouses, and I love that about you. But you are givers as well. And when you get embroiled in something, you do feel that you need to see it through. You do feel that you need to take it on your shoulders. You have that kind of tendency to get involved. And the Fool, what the Fool is doing here is it's telling you that you've got to like let that go. And you need to just be in the joy. Be in the joy. Be in what feels good for you. And that's where I keep going back to boundaries. There are people that are going to be around you that are going to be really good for you. Page of Cups. Really good for you. Very supportive of you. Very much on your team. Very much wanting to see the projects. You know, I was talking about your money house and the fact that you're going to have that eclipse in your second house of your finances and your possessions. There are going to be people who are totally on board with you revamping some of these things, feeling that sense of like you want to make over and you want to start fresh. There are people that really want to support you, but there is somebody around here that doesn't totally support you. And it doesn't have to mean that they're evil or they're backstabbing or they're doing untoward things. It just might be, sometimes we have people in our lives that make us tired. Sometimes we have people in our lives, you spend a few hours with them and you get home and you just feel burnt out, right? You just feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything left. I need a day just to recover from that time. This could be, you know, this could be somebody you're seeing. This can be a relative. That often happens. This can be a colleague, you know, that you need to get some distance from if you can. However, you have other people around here who are going to make the journey easy and light and fun. So here's the bridge. The Fool is the bridge. You know, would you rather be over here in Two of Pentacles or over here with Page of Cups? You know, Page of Cups brings in really good news, really supportive news, and this fits with your watery determination. To see something new through, to see some new project through. And it really requires, in order for you to get this happy news and this happy feeling and this fulfilled feeling, you really do have to take this load off of your shoulders and just allow yourself the opportunity to be light and carefree. I mean, look at these two guys. Can you see two more different people in the world? No, I don't think so. And I do think it has to do with this noise that we were talking about at the beginning of the reading. Really, truly, you know, I know you take responsibility. I love that about you guys. But sometimes it's not your job. You know, sometimes people do better if they don't have you there as the go-getters that you are. Sometimes people do better when they get the chance to address their own things. And that's what I'm seeing here. And the thing is that by the time we get to the end of this month, there is some freeing up of your energy that I am seeing that is allowing you to have the relationships you want and is allowing you to have a lot more energy to do all the work you want to do, to make the plans you want to make for 2017, like with travel, with moving houses, with making, you know, any kind of ideas you've had about 2018. I'm seeing you step fully into your power and feel very recharged and feel very much that you can do that, because the last three cards, the Moon, the Queen of Cups, and Death. Now this is really, all of this is such watery energy, and that's why I'm saying you're in your full power, because when you can connect with your natural state, with your natural way of feeling through intuitively and then acting on it. I mean, that's the thing. Water is extremely powerful. Water will cut through rock, right? With its persistence and consistency. Water is extremely powerful. It is not some little, you know, when people get all cutesy about water signs, oh, you guys are so emotive and you feel and you're crying. I'm like, don't mess with water. Water will drown you. Water will cut through rock, like I was just saying. Water can come in huge waves. Water weighs a lot. I mean, it's a hefty material. You know, we can talk about water a lot. I'm on a water kick right now in general, just the power of it. But, you know, when you guys are in your full essence, I mean, don't get in a Cancer's way. Do not do it, right? You guys know I don't have to tell you twice. And especially when you've decided that you're not going to hold somebody else's drama on your shoulders or somebody else's expectations on your shoulders. When you cut that through, look at where you get to. Full power. Here you are, the Moon. You're in your full power. I mean, the thing that I love about seeing the Moon here is, when you're just in alignment, you're feeling good. You don't have all that noise. You're not carrying the weight on your shoulders. You know how like each next step just comes along and it's not difficult and it's very easy and problem solving comes very naturally and there's just a flow to the whole thing. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm seeing here, where it's just, the next right move, the next right move, the next right move, and you know it like at a core level. And the thing that's really great about this moon energy for you guys this month is that it's all going to start working out for you really well. When you start just following those impulses and energy just starts opening up, that's the level we're going here with this. And so be aware that the first couple weeks of this month before the Capricorn new moon, you're going to feel maybe a little tense, a little nervous about what's coming next, a little bit thrown in the waters. However, when we get to the last 10 days of the month, we will be in Aquarius season, which is, an interesting energy for Cancers in general, but that doesn't matter because what we're going to be getting here is you guys in your full power. I mean, Queen of Cups, are you kidding me? Queen of Cups may be quiet when she's sitting there. She knows what is going on. She's taking it all in and she knows. She makes her calls. Now, she's very romantic as well. So for those of you who are having some noise and drama with people who are not fully there with you, what I'm seeing here is you coming back to your full power. And this is drawing in the person that's good for you. And it will clarify very easily. If you're torn between a couple people, or if you are feeling that you need to play a role for somebody, this is telling me that is coming to a close and you are able to just be with the people that support you. Now, it does mean that you have to let something transform. And this can look like a lot of different things. For some of you, this is leaving behind, like I said, just giving some breathing room to some relationship that you have that's maybe not feeling great. It doesn't have to be cutting ties, but sometimes it's a good thing to just let things breathe. Sometimes it's a good thing to just let things have a moment to go away and come back around. I'm kind of seeing that. For some of you, this is about changing your house, your job, your schedule. There's something that needs to change. Something needs to click. Something needs to be opened, released, healed, released is the word I'm getting. Released. Something needs to be released. You need to stop taking responsibility for it. And in that transformation, you're getting all of the power. You're getting your tool set will be complete. You'll have a complete tool set at your beck and call so that you can do this work. So I'm going to pull one last card from my Cosmic Tarot. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. And we'll just see where this transformation, this big shift that I'm seeing in your energy, man, Cancers, I'm excited. I think you are going to be so empowered the second half of this month. Prince of Wands showed up, which is really interesting because at the beginning of this reading, we had Knight of Wands and then we had Knight of Cups. And then we have this Page of Cups over here. And now we have the Prince of Wands. This is really fiery Leo energy, surprisingly enough. But you know what I get with this especially? This is somebody who's loyal to you and has true intentions. Now, this could go a couple different ways. For some of you, maybe you need a break from this fiery, intense energy. You may just need to step back a little bit. For some of you, this is the person that you really need close to you, and they're going to show up for you. It'll be clear. Like I said, this process that's going on, this refining process, is really going to clear out any riffraff, clear out any clutter, and just really set you up to have the energy around you be very positive and supportive. So I really love this reading. I think you guys are going to have a very empowered, I'm getting chills, and butterflies in my stomach feeling with you guys, because it's so powerful. So don't let old habits suck you back in. Stand firm and things will start to make sense. And I know you can do that. It's just that I see some noise, so it can get kind of exhausting in its own way. But anyway, I love working with you guys. I'm going to leave my website, my email, my Instagram in the description box. I do private readings with phone, video. We can work together to figure out what works best for both of us. Please get in touch with me. I'd love to hear your questions, your comments, all of that. I love you guys so much. I will be continuing my moon magic videos, so if you're interested in what the moon is doing, for my moon people here, please check those out. I will be posting those regularly as the moons appear. And I love talking with you all. I hope you have a beautiful January full of empowerment. I will see you in February. Love you. Mwah.